high school. Well, you know the best part about being a man is that fucking men become. You feel me?
So let's
like
start this thing off. Hey, so it's the foreign and show out show.
Bow!
You know, guess who we got in the fucking building, huh? Excuse my French, but we got my Italian mafia plug on the loans. The guy, the one and only.
The mafia doesn't exist. It's an urban myth to bring down Italian Americans and import drugs and alcohol in the country.
Talk
but
your
I'm
shit.
sell you loans.
Let's
I'm
get it.
sell you
Sell you
loans.
loans.
The only loan option. The only loan option.
the only loan. That
The
way.
only one.
And just to be clear, he did not show up empty-handed. This is our first guest
At
that
all.
we've ever had pull
First
up.
guest.
Gave us that shit real quick. You know what I mean?
I
Real
hope, that's
top
what
G
that, I
activity.
hope that's what that ball was for.
Hey, real
Some
top G
cigars.
activity real quick.
Salute.
You know what I mean? First time I had a cigar, you feel me? Inhaled it. Worst decision ever. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Hey, how do you smoke cigars? You feel me? This is going to be my second time. I got to make sure I do it the proper way.
Certain technique, right?
All right.
You just kind of
Whoa,
keep it right. Keep it right in the mouth.
Yeah.
No homo.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
Keep it close.
It's like that.
I'll open it.
You gotta.
You got chief it? Yeah, I got to do the little,
It's okay.
I
Don't.
don't want to bite too much. Yeah,
Well, you
yeah.
should have a cutter.
Yeah. Hey, so this isn't how you usually do it. You're supposed to have the little cutter, the little, you know what I mean? The little, but you feel me? We got to do it the Tarzan way.
But
You know?
this is Tarzan. Well, let me see. There you go. That's perfect.
You know what I mean?
Can
Hey.
you see the tobacco?
Yeah.
Right here.
There you go.
Don't do this at home.
Now get 4 or 5 of those little
Match.
and light them up.
Mm.
You usually want a
I
torch.
feel
So you
like
want 4 or
Big
5 of
Meech.
those. You
I
want
need
4 or 5
I need
of those.
4 or
yeah.
5 of these. Oh,
Yep.
This is some top tier shit.
And then you gotta
Oh boy, he's so.
hit
4 or
it
5
while
of
you
them.
light it.
Oh, I got hair lock. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm more respectfully.
Stand up on the camera, son. Go ahead and light it for him.
Respectfully, I gotta do this all. Oh shit!
Fumble.
I dropped it on my dad's.
And by the way, we got a bunch of ARC alum in here.
Oh.
Yes.
We got
Oh,
a
you
whole
went
bunch
to AR
of
too?
yeah, I got a whole bunch of ARC.
You play ball
alum.
over there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there we go. So you know Hey Flick and all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, that's beautiful.
that's what I'm saying. Small world.
It is a small. It's better. Yeah. I don't think we knew each other back then, but we knew of each other.
Well, I knew you because Coach said you were the man. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Coach Osterhout, he would
Yeah.
literally show, were you number 50 or something like
Yeah,
that?
I was
Yeah,
50, yeah.
he would literally be like, yeah, you see this guy right here? You see what he's doing against MPC or whatever college we're getting ready to play? That's how I need you to block him
I
out.
love it. I love
Now, I
it.
know the offense is different, but this is the tenacity we need. If you're not bringing
this,
this,
I was a psychopath back then.
You have to be a
Absolutely.
psychopath
You have
playing
to.
O-line,
I mean,
bro.
You had an opportunity.
You want to play
Yeah.
football?
Might as
You
well.
have to be a psychopath.
you have to be a psychopath. If you're not a psychopath, you're a pussy.
Nobody that plays physical sports is sane. I'll
No,
tell you
and
that
then
right
they
now.
got I got to San Jose State. They were like, "Well, why do you want to play football?" And I was like, "Well, I want to make it to NFL." And they're like, "No, why do you really want to play football?"
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I want to hit people, not go to jail.
Respectfully.
Right?
So you played at San Jose State?
I was a medical red shirt. So I got to get a
Med-red.
surgery.
Yeah.
What
And
surgery
then-
you have? You tore your ACL?
Nah, it's tendon in the ankle. So I had a cadaver tendon put in a metal plate. And then 2 weeks out of rehab, I popped it again.
Damn.
And I went from talking to the Detroit Lions 2 weeks before. It was like 5 of
You were
us.
lit, huh?
Yeah. And then 2 weeks later, I was washing dishes at Yard House on Santana.
Oh,
Road.
man, Yard House on Santana Road, man. Yeah, he said I was
You want to talk about a chin check?
And that
was
shit
a
right
chin
there,
check.
that's life right there. You
That
know what
will,
I mean?
man. That'll make you a man.
Sometimes,
See what you made
oh
out of.
God, yeah. Everybody gotta go through it. Everybody, we all had those football dreams, and then you know what I mean. You get to that point where football might not be the path now. Now you gotta figure out who you
100%.
really are.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Everybody has
100%.
those moments. His moment was when he was washing dishes. Shit, I was fucking homeless and humbled at one point.
Yeah, I was
You know what I
homeless
mean?
in San
He was
Jose.
he was
Man.
homeless at one point.
homeless,
You know what I
working
mean?
at Popeyes.
And you gotta look at yourself. Hey, you gotta look at yourself. You gotta figure out what type of man you're gonna be.
You know what? I heard one thing that 50 said. He said, poor, in the middle, rich. I had fun all the way through.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I had just as much fun when I had no money to now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Dude,
it's
we be
just-
talking about that all the time.
It's
Yeah.
a different type of fun.
No, yeah,
I wouldn't
facts.
want to have that fun again.
Hell no. Hell no.
But
That's
I
a part of
enjoyed
growth
myself.
and leveling up, yeah.
I enjoyed myself. And I ended up finding my second love, which was sales.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Blessing,
saying?
blessing.
And that was
Tell the people how you got into sales.
Yeah, tell
So,
people how you got
You was just talking about dishes. How'd you go from the
Yeah.
dishes to the sales? Or
well,
you can't
I
tell it. But yeah,
got
give
into
me some.
sales a long time ago. So I got this is how I got into sales. This is how I think I got into sales.
Yeah.
I go, hey dad, you know, everybody at school gets allowance. They're doing the same shit that I'm doing. How come I can't get paid? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Little fucking Italian kid. He goes, okay, you want to get paid? Okay, perfect. Comes back with a bucket and soap and some, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Towels and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
He goes, go ask the neighbors for money. Go knock on the doors and wash their cars.
Yeah.
I said, okay,
Sure.
perfect.
At the
Boom,
young
boom, boom,
age,
boom.
Get into it.
Boom, boom, boom. Hey, I want to wash your car. You pay me as much as you want.
As much as you
Yeah.
want. Yeah, you're a hustler.
Yeah.
That's some hustling.
So you
Wait,
would get.
how old were you?
I was 9.
Oh yeah, you was after it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
At
after
9?
it.
No, and it was like, you know, sometimes you get, you know, the cheap motherfucker, this old guy paid me like $1.25 one time.
Oh my god.
But then
bro.
some dudes would pay
Nah,
like
fam.
40. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Or whatever
yeah.
it might be. And that actually turned into a business. So then
Yeah.
At
I
9
think-
years old. What was y'all doing at 9?
13, I think I had a detail company at that point.
Oh,
Seriously?
Yeah, so I kept going. I got a little GoPed,
Oh,
and then
sure.
I bought a vacuum.
You was
You
really
know what I
getting
mean?
after it.
I'd sit on the vacuum and
While playing
You know?
sports.
Oh yeah.
While
yeah.
playing sports.
Yeah.
While
You was
playing
getting
sports.
after it.
My dad, that was all. My dad is a different gentleman, but one thing that he always told me was to get it for myself.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But he would teach me how to do it. You know what I mean? He would like
Taught
guide
you
me.
on
He'd
lessons.
be like,
Yeah,
this,
taught
this.
you on lessons.
100%.
He led you to the ways you needed to go, and you figured it out.
100%.
You know what I mean?
But then my first legit sales job was the car dealership.
Okay, bless
So I fell in love with first month. Everybody's like, we'll see what this. I was youngest back then. I
How
was
old?
20 years old.
20?
Yeah.
How old are you
20.
now?
Oh yeah, hungry.
I'm 31.
Yeah,
Okay.
hungry. 20
Yeah.
years old. Yeah.
100%. But I was the youngest. Back then, they didn't hire young cats.
Oh yeah,
they
facts.
did.
At dealership,
Nah.
that was kind of like an OG job. My
Absolutely.
grandfather worked at a dealership when he
Absolutely.
was like damn near retiring. So you know what I mean?
So
Yeah, that makes
27, 28 years old, you know, maybe that was the youngest guy, then came me. They're like,
Oh, yeah,
okay,
20?
we'll see
Basically
what
out
you
of high
talk-"
school.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. To them, you basically out of high school.
Absolutely. Oh, beyond that, I was an elementary school guy for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But came out there, first month, everybody doubted me. Came out there, boom, second place whole dealership.
Killing it.
And the guy beat me by half a unit. Jason
Jeez,
Marshall.
half a car.
I'll never forget that.
Half a
I
car.
see that guy to this day. No, I'm just playing. But third month, I ended up getting, top guy,
Yeah.
rookie of the year. And then from there, I put myself through college. I ended up, because I had to drop out, lost my scholarship.
Wow.
Went back 2 years later, saved up money, worked at Frontier Ford, sold cars while I did my last 3 semesters and got my shit. And while I was selling cars, or while I was going to school, I was the top fucking car salesman, like damn near every month for a year and a half.
Was this while you were in San Jose? You stayed
Oh, yeah.
up there? Oh,
Yeah, I
so,
was
so you
going-
stayed in San Jose?
I came
Worked-
back to Roseville. Future Ford is where I started my career.
Okay.
Then I went back to San Jose to go to school
Yeah.
and got a job at Frontier
Oh,
Ford.
dope.
Shout out
Went
Barry
back-
Hill. That was the only guy, and he's gonna get into mortgage. We got him coming on my team pretty soon. He was the only guy that gave me a job while going to school.
That means a lot, though.
Oh,
Seriously.
God,
Yeah,
yeah,
that means
what?
a lot.
I remember in college, so many people wouldn't hire me just because I was in school.
Facts.
I mean, so many. And like, I've always had hunger. We've always
Yeah.
had drive. They be like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, how old are you? Oh, you have no experience? Oh, you in school? Oh, nah, yeah. We
Yeah,
can't do it.
no way.
I used to go to gyms and they wouldn't hire me.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
Bro,
oh,
I'm talking
funny
about-
you said that.
Bro,
I got a
gyms
story.
be hating on you. Like,
I used to work
I
in
swear.
childcare at a gym.
Bro, I used to.
That was
try
the only,
to-
that was the only way they would hire me.
Oh my
It's to watch
God.
the
This
kids.
big ass gorilla looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Bro, no,
Nah, you
seriously.
worked a security job. We all worked a
Yeah.
security job.
No, but
that was the
honestly,
only place
though-
that hired me in college.
Yeah.
Bro, security guard.
And,
you know what I mean?
no, seriously though, I remember
love being
working.
security.
I remember working at California Family Fitness. The only way that they would
In the
hire me to work,
family area?
the only way they'd hire me to work
Wow,
15 hours a
man.
week, because I had football practice, I had classes. They were like, "Yeah, we'll hire you in childcare." I was like, "Ooh, okay, $9.50 an hour." I was like, $9.50 an hour, I'll take it,
You
bro.
gotta
I
take it, you
remember.
gotta
I remember
take
my
it.
first week. There's a mom. She comes in. And I used to have a coworker named Cynthia, and she was on her break.
boy,
She walks in
remember
with a fresh newborn. She says, "Do you know how to hold a baby?" real quick, I was like, ma'am, like,
Dang, they got you holding kids.
yes, but
That's
you know me,
critical.
I'm like, ma'am, like, I got you, I'm taking care of your kids. She's like, honestly, I need a manager here.
Oh,
A white lady, yeah, she's like, I need a
God.
manager here, like,
Damn.
yeah, I'll never
I
forget
wouldn't have been
that.
holding no kids. I didn't sign up for that. That's serious work right there. Holding somebody's
I
baby.
needed a job though,
Hey,
you know, like,
I went to 24 Hour Fitness. First job before I went to Yard House.
yeah,
Right? My first interview was at 24 Hour Fitness. I'm like, fuck it, I'll sell gym memberships.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
become a trainer or some shit.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm 285. I'm yoked as
Yeah,
fuck.
you're yoked.
Like, I've never been this in shape in my life, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just fucking, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
yeah, unit,
Yeah,
whole
bro.
unit, yeah.
And I walk in and he goes, you know, same bullshit. Fucking don't know what to do. Guys, manager, show me this pen.
No,
Oh, I
Yeah.
swear, yeah.
not at 24.
Yeah. And I'm like,
They be
my
doing
bad.
weird shit like that.
And then I was like,
Right.
I mean, what the fuck you need to sell the pen? I tripped up on it.
Yeah.
He was like, you know, I don't think you're made for sales. And he wouldn't hire me.
Wow.
And then this is how petty I am. A year later, while going to school, I made 150K. I came back with my W-2 and I showed it to that fool.
You did?
Yeah, hell yeah.
That boy is savage.
Hey, you're cold.
Hey, they don't want to hire you, go get a better job.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
I
a
was
lesson
like-
for you.
I was like,
If they don't want to hire
hey,
you,
you
go
can-
get a better job.
You can see how much people make if you do enough internet research
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit, right?
yeah.
Like some 24 sales manager, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
65K
motherfucker make-
a
yeah,
year
they
or
make
some
like
shit.
70 bands
back
max,
then,
yeah.
Back then, I don't know what it is now.
Even now, max.
Oh,
like,
I bet.
General manager, they're not making no more than like 120.
Yeah.
Of a 24
God
hour
bless
fitness.
them. Everybody
Oh, you know,
needs
yeah,
24.
respectfully, yeah.
But
like,
fuck that. I couldn't
yeah,
live
yeah,
on
hell
that.
no.
yeah, like,
I'd rather die. Yeah, I'd rather die.
Nobody don't want no a real hustler, a real man that really thrives for more. They don't want no cap on what they can make.
Exactly.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
hell
That's
no.
why there's some people that are made for jobs and there's some people that are
100%.
made for no cap commission jobs. You know what I mean? Like nobody wants to put a cap on their limits. Oh yeah, I'm working this hard to only make 120 max, even though
Yeah.
I'm putting in work to make $250,000. You know what I mean? Nah, you
Yeah,
want more. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
The people that want more, they're gonna find a job that's gonna. You know what I mean? Okay, if I go super hard in this, oh yeah, sky's the limit.
And you know quick.
Yeah, you'll know real quick.
If you get to 5 and you feel fine, that's beautiful. If you get 5K a month, whatever it might be, I was the type of person, get to 5, get to 10, get to 15, get to
Yeah.
20,
It's
get
all
to
about the
25,
next number, yep.
and it's
Yeah.
all about the next one. It feels
Yeah.
good at first,
Yeah.
and then I get 3 months into it, I said, damn,
Now
this
it's just
isn't
being
enough.
consistent now.
You know what I mean? So, well, it's even, fuck that. Fuck consistency. 100K a month, 200K a month,
Yeah,
300K a
pushing
month.
No, that's what I'm
Push the
saying. Like
envelope.
pushing
Yeah.
the limit.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Push the
Being
envelope,
consistent,
yeah.
making
Yeah,
that, making that
absolutely.
10, that 20.
Keep
You know
going.
what I mean? Because somebody can make 50. Say you make 50K this month.
Yeah.
You want to be able to make 50K minimum now. Like that's why I mean being
that's your
consistent.
benchmark.
Yeah, that's what I mean
absolutely.
being consistent.
Everything
Okay,
else
I
feels
just
faulty.
made 20 now.
Yeah.
Like sure, let's keep it pushing. You know what I mean? I want that to be the
100%.
bare minimum.
100%.
So you kept, you know what I mean? You raised the limit. Don't get comfortable. I know a
Don't
lot of
get
y'all
comfortable.
get comfortable. Start playing video
Don't get
games.
comfortable.
No, do
You know what I mean?
Don't get
Y'all start
comfortable.
going back to your regular ways, you know what I mean?
Facts.
You know what I mean?
And
Hey,
it gets
don't do that.
easier to get comfortable the more money that
Exactly.
you make.
That's very
Exactly.
true.
Because if you're making 20K a month and now all of a sudden, oh shit, that fucking car I wanted, I can easily get that. It's a boom, 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 boom. Now I got everything that I wanted, that I was thinking of.
Hot
You know what I'm
girlfriend.
saying?
Now you kicking
Absolutely.
back.
There
Yeah, I
it
mean,
is.
yeah,
Now you
seriously.
getting comfortable.
But now you're like, oh shit. So that's why you really got to dial down your why. You know what I'm saying? Your why can't be a nice car, can't be a nice house, because you'll hit a ceiling real fucking fast.
Real
That's a
quick.
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a real
You
fact.
got to be, there's a point in your career where you'll make enough money to do everything that you wanted to do. You can go to any vacation, whatever it is, and you'll transition into helping people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You'll transition to say, all right, I got enough for myself to be happy, right? Boom. Which is a very minimal amount for me because I've been happy since the beginning.
Yeah.
But now I make enough money to where I can change people's lives.
Yeah.
And then it gets to a point like, holy shit, you changed like 2 people's lives because of the money that you made or like the opportunities you could give. You're like, hold up a second. What if I could do this for thousands of people?
Yeah.
What if I
dope.
could do
Your
this for
purpose.
millions
Yup.
of people? And that's why you see people like Ed Milet and, Watson. What's his fucking name?
Fucking hell.
The big ass dude that went to jail for a long time. Wes Watson. You guys know
Wes
him?
Watson? I don't know who that is. Who
You
is
gotta
that?
look that fool up.
I
He's
need to
very
look him up.
inspirational.
I need to look him up.
But you see people like them, they're like, fuck, man. I mean, they're making millions of dollars
Oh,
a
God.
month.
Yeah.
And they're
Yeah,
going
going
even
crazy.
hard. They're waking up earlier. They're fucking eating cleaner. They're fucking going even harder than they were when they weren't
Facts. Mm-hmm.
making that much because now they're changing people's lives.
Yeah, pushing the envelope.
And you're
know
setting
what
the
I'm saying?
tone for yourself too. You know what I mean? You hit a certain level, okay, I didn't even know I could do that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You get more confidence with the more money you make. You know what I mean? I feel like just being an entrepreneur and just living life, it's a very surreal experience when everything that you wanted to make happen actually happens.
Facts.
And when you get to that point, it's like, oh shit, like, I can do anything. Confidence boosts
Absolutely.
like a motherfucker.
Anything.
Like
Anything.
I remember the first time I made 10K in a month. I was like,
Tweaking.
shit.
I was tweaking.
bro.
I was like,
I was
talk to me
tweaking.
nice.
Yeah.
Talk to me nice. I was like, what's the next limit? Like you can
Spent
ask
that shit in
him.
5
Yeah.
minutes. The
I was
first time I made
Oh,
10K, dog.
But that's,
No,
Oh,
seriously,
God.
no joke, no
That's
joke.
how
The
you
first
was.
time I made $10,000 in 1 month,
Yeah.
he had to check me. He had to be
Had
like,
to. I
he had
was
to be
like,
like,
this
hey,
ain't a
bro,
lot of
I'm gonna be
money,
real,
fam.
like, that's good. I know
I
you're,
said
I
it
know
very
you're,
respectfully
Yeah.
too. I was
no,
like,
no,
my
very
brother.
respectful as a brother too. He was like, hey, I know you're good. I know you just, I know you feeling like,
Because he
ooh, I
kind
can
of
pay
got
rent.
comfortable. He started
I
slowing
feel
No,
down.
I did.
He
yeah,
was
I
floating
did.
that 10K.
I
He was
did.
like, I'm
Bro,
10K.
I remember first time I had 10K, I was all like, you know what? I could pay my rent 4 months ahead. I'm up.
Oh God, I remember. I was like, bro,
Drinks on me.
that ass eating out every day.
Yeah.
I was like, fam.
Yeah.
My first 10K check was that first month in the car business, right?
Yeah.
Oh, bless
So
him.
that was the one when I got second in the dealership or whatever.
Yeah.
I fucking, first off, I quit after I got my check.
That boy said, I'm
No,
done.
That's not why. They said, hey, you made 10K this month. I said, all right, dope. I never made no money like that,
Yeah.
right? I got my check, 65.46. So where the fuck is the 10K?
Yeah.
Taxes.
You gotta pay taxes, bro.
God.
I never
Yeah.
paid taxes
Yeah.
before. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I got pissed. I'm like, no, you guys are ripping me off. Boom. All right, they talked me back in, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm all right, cool. Now I got some money. I never had a flat screen TV.
Yeah.
Bought a flat screen TV.
That means a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, God, what?
I never had a Bose.
You was
sound
just
system.
out of college.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Bose
just
sound
out of college.
system. Hella Jordans, boom.
Want
I blew
everything that I
whole
used to
shit
think
like-
about when I was broke.
Exactly.
On God,
Yeah.
man, you know, we all
Exactly.
is.
He said I blew it all
I
real
blew
quick.
it all.
Yeah.
I blew it all in like a week.
Wow.
I literally did.
That boy
and then
was
I was
lit.
like, okay, let's never do that again.
But
That's
you was,
how I
hey,
learned
you was
my lesson.
cozy though, real
experience,
quick.
dog.
Yeah.
It's
Hey, you were, hey.
My
Honestly-
rent was like $400 or something.
Oh,
shit.
yeah,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But like, I know for you, those are all experiences that you'll never forget.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you gotta go through some shit and them shits just be experience. If you ain't never gone through it, you'll never know till like, you know what I mean? Oh, shit, I should never did that. I gotta balance my money a certain way.
Yeah.
Shoot, I could have did this
That
with
is
it.
very
Now you're
true.
thinking about what you could do with it. But that's like the real entrepreneur mind. But at the end of the day, one thing that he did know, he can make that shit
Right
back.
back.
You can make it back.
Right.
He knew he
and
can
that's a
make that
feeling.
shit back, and that's a real hustler mindset.
Yeah, that's a
Anybody
real
that
hustler
blew some
mindset.
money know they can make it back. There's some of y'all that just blow on money, and that's real. I ain't gonna. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit. You know what I mean? But a real hustler, you know what I mean? They calculating everything. Like, yeah, I dropped 5, but like, I know I'm about to make 10 next month. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, moves are already like thought about ahead, and you
Absolutely.
knew
Yeah.
from then on out, you was like, oh yeah, I gotta go
Shit.
crazy now.
You know what I
Yeah.
really realized though?
What?
Because I busted my ass that first month. I never worked so many fucking hours in my life.
Oh, you
I
was
said,
working
hey, hold
overtime.
on a second. Oh, I was working way overtime.
Yeah,
I
like-
didn't leave the fucking lot. I worked every single day. I was
yeah.
like, fuck it, let's get it.
7 days.
My first 90 days in the
It
car
was like
business,
being
I
in
didn't take
school
one
and
day
being in
off.
football.
Damn.
Yeah.
All my days off, I was like, boom, I'm trying to be the best, trying to be the best, trying to be the best.
Yeah.
That
But
football mindset.
I
right there.
learned quick that I sacrificed all that time for that money. So when I spend that money, that time was wasted.
At all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I applied that pretty much the rest of my career. I had a little fun last year, I'm not gonna lie.
You gotta take care of yourself.
Oh,
You got
absolutely.
you work hard for
Absolutely.
it, but you planned for it though.
100%.
Yeah, you planned for it.
100%.
It wasn't like, oh yeah, let's just go do this. No, you
Yeah,
planned
it wasn't
for
like you just blew
You know what I
it.
mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was like, I'm gonna take care of. Hey, I worked super hard. I'm gonna take care of myself. I've been taking
Absolutely.
care of a lot of people. I've been working real hard, stressing my
Mm-hmm.
ass out. You know what I mean? Trying to reach my goals. Let me bless myself.
I also feel
know what
like
I mean?
one thing
Which
that
is
like a
good.
lot of the gurus talk about too, they say work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. But the thing we don't know is that hey, they did have their little celebration of their victories.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
absolutely.
Real,
Celebrate the
yeah,
small
yeah,
ones.
real men. They
Celebrate
always
the
celebrate
small
their
ones.
victories. You know what I mean? I don't care how rich you are. I don't care if you're Bill Gates, real quick. You know what I
He
mean? I don't care if it's
celebrates
going to the
his
strip
motherfucker.
club with your best friend for an hour, spending $300 real quick. It's just
Absolutely.
the idea of celebrating a victory. Yeah,
gotta enjoy it,
yeah,
bro.
you
It'll
have to
catch up
celebrate
to you, man.
victories. Yeah.
Gotta
'Cause
celebrate.
Some people do it more than others, and some
Absolutely.
don't. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't go to LA till the first time until I was 29 years old.
are you serious?
Swear to
Respectfully.
God.
Man.
That's
I feel
until
it,
I got,
though.
and that's the year I got out of the car business.
Yeah.
And I went to LA. I went to Mexico. I went to Nashville. I went to Miami. I went and did all
You're
that.
I have a
traveling.
question
You
though.
know what I mean?
Did you have any friends that could afford to go to LA with you though?
No, I went there by myself.
No, I know. So that
Sheesh.
was probably one of the reasons why you probably didn't, because you didn't
Yeah.
have, for the longest time, I didn't have no friends that could go on trips and, you know what I mean, we could all go out there and have a blast until I met Foreign.
Yeah.
I met him, I was like, bro, like, want to go out there? Like, we went out there. We was doing so well. We just went out there for the shits and giggles. Like, let's just go out there just to, restart. We used to go out there all the time just to restart.
Just to clear our head.
Like, we working super hard. We stressed out. Let's go out there for like 2 days. Go have a good time. Come right back. Get right to it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to do those things. Get out your city a little bit.
100%.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That is the number one thing I suggest everybody to do. Is get out of your city, because
Facts.
that opportunity of me going to LA, I met so many fucking people.
Yeah, you're gonna meet hella people.
I mean, and then Miami, when I went to Miami for the first time, I paid for a conference.
Yeah.
And it was an entrepreneur conference.
What conference was it? Who's hosting it?
Weekend MBA with Brad Lee. There was like Lady Gaga's tour manager.
Oh shit, yeah.
This guy named Shingy, he was the top marketer for Hallmark and Coca-Cola for like X amount of years.
Oh, so it was
that one was life
like a
changing,
real
bro.
Yeah.
I mean, like the bitches in that room were making $100K a month.
Actually, talking about that, tell him, because I be telling him, I was like, bro, there's females out here really making a bag. He's like, I don't know nobody. I don't know no women that make more money. I don't know women.
I do.
Trying to tell him, like, bro, there's women out here really getting to it. Like, you just haven't met them. Like, there's girls out here making $500,000 a year.
I remember
selling the most random shit too. E-commerce store going crazy, like.
Credit. I get to see the credit apps in the car business, right?
Yeah.
So this girl comes in, buys a truck.
Yeah.
And she buys it all cash, but we got to run up what's called an OFAC report.
Yeah.
She don't got to put her income on there. We just need her social security, her address, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
She's kind of trying to flex, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she put $100K a month.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let me check this if you want to flex. And bang, it shows me this. OnlyFans, right?
Yeah.
But I mean,
man,
on the OnlyFans,
man, on the OnlyFans,
like 2019 when it first came out,
yeah,
or whatever it might have been.
But a month?
Oh, bro,
she was eating shit.
I mean, you would never like looking at her. You wouldn't,
she wasn't even on fire like that.
You think she worked at Zoomies or some shit?
Swear to God,
you know what I mean? Like fucking one of these.
Hey,
she's doing some weird shit on there. I guarantee.
Yeah.
I be telling females have the upper hand with just like. I honestly,
they can sell sex.
I tell every woman,
even in a professional setting.
Yeah, on God, like sex
yeah.
will always sell. For a man to make money in this world, you have to be skilled. You have to know how to talk. If you're a minority, you gotta be able to be in every room other than just being with minorities. You gotta be able to talk. Like, and this is no disrespect to the white boys, everybody that I know. Hey, I be around real estate agents. Hey, it's a different type of way of talking.
Totally.
You know, if you don't know the terminology, you
another
really
guy.
look like a dummy. Just be honest with you.
Well, people don't like
or
people
scammer.
that aren't like them. You know
exactly.
What I mean? So like
you gotta be able
to
be in every room. Know the lingo.
I'm Italian Puerto Rican. I'm a lot of people would consider me white, but when I walk
who are those people?
But I mean, like it's just like when you walk into a room, you're like,
oh yeah,
okay, yeah.
People don't know about Italian, you know, and then I don't know Puerto Rican.
This can be like
white.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
But I find that places like LA and Miami, that's more my vibe.
Yeah.
And I click with everybody.
There's more people, but there's more people that you can, relate to,
absolutely.
that can relate to you. But
when I walk into a room in Roseville, people like me still.
Yeah.
They're like, who the fuck is him?
Who the fuck
that
is
motherfucker's different.
Respectfully, you're a minority in Roseville.
100%.
I lived in Roseville for a year. I told him, I was like,
it
was like the best and worst decision I ever made.
I
like Roseville.
Shit.
Yeah, I was like, I like Roseville. Very nice area. I loved it. Stayed right by the Galleria. I moved from Humboldt. I was like, I'm in Roseville.
Yeah.
I was like, it's nice out here. Getting pulled over all the time. It was like, this AMG ain't yours. We got possible drug dealer. I swear. I checked the plates and everything. Oh yeah, have a good day.
And then there's this part. You guys seen The Sopranos?
Yeah, of course.
So there's this part in The Sopranos, and Tony Soprano's talking to his wife, and she's like, hey, maybe you should stop hanging around with all your friends at the pork shop and try to start kicking it with the neighbors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he goes out to the golf course and he's like fucking trying to hang out with the doctors and the lawyers and everybody that he and they like him. He's like, but he's like the entertainment source.
Yeah.
So like, did you know John Gotti? Or did you do Tony would have said this. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
they like you, but they're like,
but
you're
they keep
not
their
in that
distance.
circle.
Yeah, like they kind of keep their distance.
They're fascinated of you.
Yeah.
They're fascinated. On God. That's being
you
a
guys
minority.
know how that feels.
Oh, for sure.
It's just being a minority. It's no
for
disrespect,
sure.
but some people just try too hard and they don't just see you for who you are.
Exactly.
And be like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not. Oh, you used to play football, huh?
Yeah.
You look like a running back. You look like a running back. You used to. Right. I mean, people ask me that all the time, random. Like, Where'd you play football at? I'm like,
You
bro,
be in the grocery store too.
Right,
You
so
be
I'm
at a
like, bro,
restaurant,
I'm like,
yeah.
I don't even play football. I haven't even thought about football. And when people be asking me, I'm like, I'm not even thinking about football right now. Like,
Yeah.
I be forgetting I even play football sometimes. So like, you know what I mean, you play so many years. It's like once that's all done, all you worried about is really just supporting yourself, your future family. Like, actually, do you have a family? You have kids?
I got no kids. I
Oh,
don't know about.
respectfully. He said
Single?
that. I know about.
Single man?
Hey,
You single?
Hey, that's
Man.
an accomplishment in America. You got to 31 with no kids.
No kids.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I'm
27.
hoping my shit
no
works.
Oh, no, you,
No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, you gotta shout out to the women. Yeah, respectfully, we're gonna put his gram below. You feel me in the caption so y'all can follow.
Come correct though.
Yeah,
Come correct.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, don't
Credit-
just be.
no, I'm just
Yeah,
playing.
no, let them know. Come with your
What's the credit score gotta be?
Let them know. Let them know if they want to get a loan from you.
Just be
you know what I mean?
passionate about something in life, man. You know what I
Respectfully.
mean? Just be passionate about something in life.
Yeah.
That's all it really is.
Tell them the type of guy you are, like you transparent, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Come, you know what I mean? Like if you come to him correct, you know what I mean? You tell him your situation, you tell him your credit score, you don't gotta hide nothing. You know what I mean? He's gonna let you know if you're approved or not.
Oh, loan wise,
Yeah.
if you were talking loan wise,
Yeah, let them know about the loans, yeah.
All right, look, best way to buy a house. I was actually gonna tell you guys this earlier.
Let's talk about it.
All
Let's
right.
talk about it.
So there's all these programs out there, down payment assistance, free money, this program, that program. Best way to buy a house. 5% down, 720 credit score.
720.
You can have an enhanced interest rate. You can
Okay.
have enhanced mortgage insurance, right?
When you say enhanced, what do you mean?
So you're gonna have a better interest rate than if you put the minimum. So conventional loan minimum is 3% down.
Yeah.
3%. So
You're
basically,
gonna
the
have-
more you put down,
No.
okay, yeah. Let me,
So 5%. So from 5 to 19.5, same interest rate.
okay.
If you put 20%, higher interest rate. 5% will get you the best interest rate you can get,
Okay.
and then it'll bring down your mortgage insurance. Now, if you put 10 or 15, you'll have lower mortgage insurance, but the interest rate will stay the same.
Oh.
So my suggestion for first-time home buyers, because 10, 15 sometimes is hard for certain people,
Yeah.
right?
Respectfully.
You know
that's
what I
a lot
mean?
that's a lot for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
A lot of people ain't trying to put
No.
15, 20.
And I mean,
Yeah.
why would you if you don't need to?
Exactly.
5% down will get you the best interest rate to get you good mortgage insurance.
Okay.
That's with a 720 credit score.
720.
660,
Yeah.
right? 660 FHA. That's the best credit score you should have for FHA.
Yeah.
Anything above that, you're gonna get the same interest rate.
Oh.
Have a 660 and have a 3.5%.
Is that FICO? 660 FICO?
It's gonna be so the way that they judge credit, right?
I was like, I know some people say like FICO, which is like basically like your experience
Yeah.
score, and then there's like the one that's combined with the TransUnion.
So they're
yeah.
gonna take all three, right? They're gonna take Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax.
Okay, so they're gonna
And
take
do a
all
median
okay,
average?
It's not just
They're
pure
gonna
FICO.
do not an average, but they're gonna take the median score.
You said 660?
660, 3.5% down.
Okay.
You got the best FHA loan. Now, anytime you're in an FHA loan, the game plan is, which I have a credit repair specialist that can take you wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
So if you
we
get
gotta talk
into-
about the credit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, shout him or her out right now. Yeah.
Derek, my man, he likes to stay low key. We're just gonna say his first name. That's beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
Say no more. Hey, low key. Hey, talking about low key. Hey, that's why you gotta get in them groups of people. You know what I mean? Hey, if you know, you know. You know what I mean? He's low key because, you know what I mean? Hey, can't be taking too many of y'all. Some of y'all's situations a little too fucked
little
up.
too
Respectfully.
crazy.
But-
Respectfully. Pay your shit down.
Absolutely. So 660, and then you get into the house. Then our goal is to get you to 720 and refinance into a conventional loan after you put that 3.5% down.
Okay.
Now, what that's going to do, an FHA loan, your mortgage insurance will never fall off of your mortgage payment. And recently they brought it down a little bit, but previously it was super high.
Yeah.
Now it's just slightly higher than mortgage conventional. But you refinance into a conventional, once you pass what's called loan to value, 80% loan to value, your mortgage insurance completely falls off.
Wow.
So that's gonna help your payment a lot.
So I have a question because you know like there's lots of people out there right that might be wondering what is mortgage insurance, like why is it important, and then what exactly is being insured?
It's not important to you, it's important to the bank. It's if you don't pay the fucking bill, they got insurance so they can pay off the
Cover the
house.
policy.
Wow.
It's
That's what it's
purely the bank.
for? Wow.
It does nothing for you.
At all.
Nope. If you put 20% down,
So you're paying their insurance.
you're paying their insurance. If you put 20% down, they said, okay, cool. If he defaults on this loan, we're gonna at least be able to make 80% of the sales price.
Wow.
Right? So like you see economies go like this.
Yeah.
They're protecting themselves, which sounds like a bad thing, but it's
Yeah, it's a
actually a
good
good
thing.
thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
So we don't see 2008, 2009 again.
Yeah,
Where
exactly.
all
Yeah.
these banks is, you feel me,
Dodd-Frank
forforting
that.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
No, yeah, because all these, like, homes pre-foreclosure, I mean, there's no insurance, so they can just recover it all. Yeah, you gotta have the insurance.
I mean, fuck it. Worst case, you go bankrupt. You foreclose on your home.
Yeah.
You can bounce back.
No,
Yeah.
The banks can't really bounce back.
Yeah, they can't really.
They're
bounce
kind of
back.
whacked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's it like what's the Silicon Valley Bank that just
Yeah,
went down?
yeah, SVC.
It is never gonna happen again.
Never again.
No. All those guys gotta go get new jobs, and I'm sure they'll find them, right? But
Yeah.
you know, like that bank
That's
will
a
never
bad
be alive
look.
again.
That's
It is a bad look. It's a bad look for
Whoever
the whole
owns,
economy.
Yeah.
Not too, but whoever's the owner of that bank,
Oh
it's
yeah.
a bad look.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
respectfully.
Does anybody know
I
how
feel
that
bad for
happened?
you.
Yes.
That's a lot. I
Like,
know
how did that
anybody
actually
do it.
happen?
So
I know it's a bank run. Everybody's saying
Yeah,
a
I don't
bank
even-
run.
I don't even
But
know
like,
what
how did the
happened.
bank run happen?
I fucking read
A
about
lot
it
of
today.
people
Hold
just
on.
owed a lot of money.
Well, it was
Something
about
scared
bonds.
everybody.
The debt in
they were-
America has been at its lowest this
They were
last
highly
year.
invested in bonds, and then
Oh.
increasing the interest rate did something to the bonds. They didn't have a big enough return, and then people went to the bank because they heard about everything. They're trying to take all their money out. They didn't have enough money to give to the people.
Yeah.
And they got boom, done.
So they just kind of just like they just went in the negatives and then it just
Yeah.
got worse when people
They're done. They
started
couldn't give
taking their
nothing.
money out.
Yeah, they're just giving loans.
So they
out.
lost out on like what they were investing in. Then people just started taking their money out. Yeah, they had no money.
But the good
Yeah,
news
that's
is, government came behind that and they said, hey, we're gonna put like a back loss on everything. So if this happens again, we're gonna put a fund for any banks
fund
and we'll
together.
bail them out. So
Oh.
today
Right.
we actually saw a big decrease in interest rates,
Yeah.
and the stock market shot up like 300 points.
Wow.
Free
So
game.
because the government hopped in. If the
Yeah.
government wouldn't
That
have
makes
hopped in and put that backstop on it,
Yeah.
it would have fucking shot way the fuck up.
Way up, huh?
So now hopefully this wakes up the Fed and they stop increasing the interest rates at the rate that they are because they're increasing them too quickly.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I don't
want to
political.
No, you good. You know? We having a conversation. You good.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting how like certain things really dictate like the market and like real estate and interest rates and everything like that.
That's why
Like,
you gotta
I'm-
watch the news, man. Not the news like, hey, this motherfucker got shot and this lady got raped. You know what I'm saying? Don't watch that news.
Yeah.
That shit's just depressing.
Nah,
Yeah.
you're talking
But
about,
watch
like,
all the
numbers.
all this stock shit. Just pay attention. And most of it's bullshit, but you'll pick up little gems. You'll be like,
Yeah.
oh shit, that's why this happened. Then you'll start connecting all the dots, right? And you'll slowly learn.
But
and then you know what
you're
to look
connecting
for.
the dots more or less because like you've done your research, so you
100%.
have some knowledge of those things. So like
yeah.
the people out there, some of these people they'll watch the news and they don't have knowledge of it, so they just believe in everything.
That was me.
Yeah, they believe in
That
Yeah,
was
everything.
me
so
at one point.
you know, like watch the news, but take everything with a grain of salt. Do your research. Like I always tell my brother when we talk about any investments or anything,
Yeah.
I be like, yeah, bro, like this could be this could be this, we can make this. But I'm like, do your research though.
100%.
I always tell anybody, do your research. Because you might find something I didn't find, you know what I mean? You might know about something I don't know, you know what I mean? And we come back together and he's like, oh no, I think this is what this is.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, all right, bro, you know what I mean? You just showed me something, you know what I mean? So always make sure you do your due diligence. Always make sure you do your research. Don't take everything that people
Facts.
say as factual. You know what I mean? Because a motherfucker can lie to you. How do you think people sell things?
Absolutely.
How do you think? Nah, like,
Yeah,
just keep it
nah,
up front.
yeah.
Like, a real salesman knows if I can talk that talk, I know I'm gonna be able to sell something. Ever since I was a kid, even he said, he was like, you know what I mean? I started sales when I was 9 years old.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You
know
gotta
what I
sell
love about
yourself.
Sales is a con artist can never be consistent. A good
Facts.
salesperson is gonna have the facts ready for you. They're gonna have
Exactly.
everything boom because there's no way you can consistently con somebody.
No,
you
you
can
can't.
come up, you can make a lick, but we're trying to build a relationship. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That can last forever, a lifetime.
A good place to start if you want to start doing research and all that type of stuff, which I learned at the beginning of COVID, because I hopped into the stock game,
Yeah.
which I wasn't even in the mortgage game at this point, but it helped me a lot.
Yeah.
You check out these tickers, right? And then you go to Stockwits,
Stockwits.
Stockwits.com. It's a forum, right? And you can click through, and you'll have like all these people talking. Yeah, most of it's bullshit.
Yeah.
You got to go and like validate the, get
kinda like
actual
Reddit.
articles.
It's kinda like
You gotta
Reddit.
figure out
You'll-
what's solid and what's
You'll
not.
find like they'll put little tickers. You'll be like, oh shit, what's this? Boom. oh, this is CEO, worked for this company, he did this before he sold that. Boom, then it just gives you a place to just find random
What's it called?
Stockwits.com.
Okay. Yeah, I need to look
It's
that
like
up.
Reddit.
I have seen. I was watching something. I saw this dude. He was talking about, yeah, this is where you can research and see where all of the biggest investors, like what they're investing in. Like basic information's out there.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
is.
If you want to find it, information's out there. Almost everything is public.
Everything.
Like a perfect example of everything being public. I remember my brother Foreign. What was it last week? We was trying to get a property. We was trying to get a lot, and the listing agent was not even the listing agent. The buying agent was trying to tell my brother that, oh no, the listing agent, he's not answering his phone.
Yeah, he's not getting back.
He's nowhere to be.
You can't find him.
And he must
Call
have been,
me, baby.
He must
Yeah.
have been. He must have been blowing me up. I must have woke up. I was like, bro, if you want to find a listing agent, everything is public. Like, I must have found bro in like 5 minutes.
2
And I
minutes.
must have
2 minutes.
I must have screenshot the picture of his number and his face and sent to him. I was like, bro, call this dude. He must have called him. He answered on the first phone call. Like, don't believe anything that nobody tells you. Do your due diligence.
Yeah,
do your
always.
research. If you want to find somebody, it might not be super easy, but if you know what to do, like when you're doing your research, you'll get better at doing your research. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
you'll know, oh, okay, like this is all I gotta do to find
Tell them
that.
about what happened today. Tell them about what happened
Oh, yeah.
today.
Talking
Yeah.
about
talking
taking-
about sales.
Talking about sales and
I
taking
mean,
someone's
man.
word for something. So we're currently in escrow for 2 lots in the Fair Oaks area. We're gonna do new construction, building homes for the
Salute to that.
community.
Yeah.
Building homes for the community.
Man.
You know what I mean? Building homes for the community. So the seller, he told us, yeah, everything's permitted already. He's already been checked out by
Zoned,
the
it's
county,
stamped.
zoned, and all of that was true to a certain extent. So we go to the building permit, the zoning people, and then they're like, at first they were like, this isn't even a real address.
Hey, they did
Bro,
say.
yeah,
Yeah, we
at
went to
first-
the we went to
I
the
know what you're
department.
At first, there's a this
Yeah,
isn't even a real
Rancho, we went
address.
to that, yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what, son? This ain't a real. I was like, you told me they lying to us. I was like, you told me this, that, and that. But what ended up happening?
They didn't register it.
Yeah, no, everything was good. He just searched it the wrong way. But there were a list of things that weren't checked off and weren't done. So the basically the property isn't permitted yet, but it's in the process of being permitted.
We were told it was.
But we were told that it was permitted. Basically, if we would have just closed escrow super quick without doing our due diligence, we could have basically got taken advantage of. But it wouldn't have been taken advantage of because we didn't do our due diligence. Basically, do your research. Make sure what people are saying is actually true. Because when I showed them what they were selling, he was like, "Oh no, yeah, it's not even stamped."
Yeah.
Damn.
He said it's not even stamped. We was like, "Not even stamped."
We're out here getting quotes from contractors to build.
Getting quotes from builders.
Builders, and the builders like, hey, everything's
Hey.
all good, but we need the stamp
Got
permitted.
the lending in
Yeah,
place already.
yeah, we got the lending and everything.
We already got
But
lending
we need the
in
stamp.
place.
We need the stamp on the document before we even start doing this. We don't build nothing that's not stamped.
We're walking the property tomorrow with like 3 builders. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I must have called the agent. I'm like, hey, like they telling me things ain't this and that. They're saying the engineer that drew up this thing, if he doesn't want to give us the designs as like his legal property, we can't even get them.
If you don't want to write a
Who
letter,
owned the lot?
So the person that owned the lot was this guy named George.
Okay.
I can say his last name.
Yeah.
But yeah, he owned the lot. But basically, the person that drew up the designs, he owns the designs.
Yeah, he owns the
So he has to.
design.
That guy has to release the legal.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the legal like of him owning these designs. He has to sell it to him or just basically give us approval that
even
oh,
though
yeah, y'all can use it.
even though we have the designs,
Yeah.
we have the design.
But
It
basically,
was
if we
weird,
would have
yeah.
closed escrow and that guy was like, oh no, you can't use my designs, he can legally do that.
And then the title company lady was all pushy today.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's all
Oh.
pushy.
And
She's
we
all,
had
yeah,
to-
go put your money down. So I said,
that's-
wait a second.
And we had to
I said,
tell
well,
them,
at
he was
least-
like,
yeah,
no,
I
you
said,
gotta
give
give
me
us so we told them, we was like, no, you're gonna give us a week until we get this appraisal back on Monday. We gotta make sure everything what you guys are
Yeah.
saying is true. And honestly, after we did all this, I made the calls and they were like, oh yeah, like, well, we're gonna get right on top of that. Everything should be done by this week. Or when you guys get the appraisal back on Monday, you know how much the home is gonna go for. Then you guys can put the AMD down when you decide. And I mean, basically, make sure you do your homework on whatever you plan on investing in. People are just gonna tell you what they want to tell you just to make a sale.
How much was the appraisal? Let's go ahead and tell people.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
Money
oh,
Monday.
yeah, oh, yeah.
How much was the
Hey,
appraisal?
it's real-
To get
hey,
2 land,
hey,
man.
hey,
Okay. How much was the appraisal? Go ahead and tell
Hey,
them.
this real estate investing is not a cheap game.
Not for the broke. Yeah,
It's
how
not-
much was
it's-
it?
It's not a cheap game, but if you play the game right, you can reap the benefits on the back end. But so the appraisals, they're not cheap. These homes is supposed to
Had to talk them down.
Yeah, the appraisals. What was it? Originally he came to me $750 per home. I was like, oh my god. I was like $750 per home, but you know, after all the comps and what the appraisal should come to, the home should come to in between 900 and 950
for ARV.
That's the ARV on both the lots. Like that's not combined. Each lot should come out to like in between 900 and 950. That's where our comps. So I was like $750 per home. Like I mean that's nothing. Like you know what I mean we got to think about the future with this. Absolutely. So we paid that. So we paid both of those things to get the appraisal, and then we find out today, oh these things ain't even stamped.
Yeah.
I must have been like, yo, I'm gonna say, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm like, yeah, I started talking to him just straight gangster, like respectfully.
Yeah, straight gangster.
No,
yeah,
respectfully.
Yeah,
no,
in the county office.
We're gonna act like you. You know what I mean? If you're gonna not take care of your business, hey, I'm taking it personal now. Cause I'm feeling like you was trying to take advantage of me.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel lied to. So at this point, I called him while we was at the permit place. I was like, hey. They telling me things that you told me was facts, so like I just want to know like what we got going on, because me and my partner are thinking about backing out in the deal. The agent and I fuck with my agent. He a solid dude. He was like, oh, I didn't even know that. I'm gonna call the seller. I'm gonna get on top of it, Tyree. I was like, I appreciate you, my man. So he's getting on top of it. And hopefully by the end of this week, everything's all good and dandy.
Talking about 50 conditions.
Wow.
Like
yeah,
50, there's like between both properties.
Between both.
Because dude pulled it up, but you know he couldn't print this out. But he's like, you can look at it real quick.
Yeah.
Over 50 like conditions between the plans that had been submitted in 2019 for it to be stamped and cleared the zones. I'm talking about you got 50 conditions. We're over there in the county office, like, hey, so how long? Like, let's just be real. Like, how long do you think it will take? The dude's in there 2 weeks. Come on, bro. We all know it ain't gonna be.
But it's like you never know.
What?
And where I fucked up on my first one, because I got 2 duplexes in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which ended up being good in the end.
Yeah.
Right. But this is the first one, so boom, I'm getting in the mortgage, whatever. I'm all right, I need some passive income. Boom, drop cash on them. I'm like, all right, let me put that a little, you know, I've been planning my escape from the car business.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, boom, let me get, you know, something coming each month. So the agent sells it to me. He's like, hey, you know, this will be Section 8. You get your money every month.
Oh yeah,
it'll be
guaranteed
super simple.
funding.
Bing,
Yeah.
bing, bing, bing. Oh, this sounds great. Hey, yeah, I'll be your property manager. Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
This sounds
great.
fucking
Damn,
right.
man.
And
Yeah.
then I'm looking at my mentor, right, who brought me into the mortgage business. I'm like, boom, this is a good investment. It's a good investment. You know what I mean? All right, boom, whatever. He's like, all right, I'm following him. Never blindly trust somebody. Wish I did. I go into that, boom. So fucking 2 tenants already in there. It's like it's like a 20% cap rate. I'm like, fuck it, run that. You know
That's
Yeah.
fire.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super
Yeah,
fire.
20%.
You like
Yeah.
5, 6,
6, 7, yes, average.
Yeah. No,
20?
20?
Yeah, 20?
Yeah, that's
You're
fire.
like,
That's
up
cash-
one,
No,
yeah.
that's
I'm like,
cash
let's
flow.
run it.
That's extreme
So
cash
then,
flow.
boom, Section 8 inspector comes out.
Oh.
You got 56 fucking things you got to fix on this property before it goes to Section 8. I already bought the fucking property.
Damn.
So then I called
See?
the lady. I said, hey, look, this ain't going to pass Section 8. She's like, all right, I can pay you cash. Just, you know what I mean? Boom, 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 whatever it might be. And then, you know, she stayed in there for a little bit. But then, you know, she can only stay so long because she was getting to Section 8. So she's in there 3 months. I'm getting my money. All right, Gucci. The people downstairs, he said, hey, they got special needs kids. They get money from the government every month. Should be clockwork. Well, fucking month 2 or 3 comes, or month 4 comes around. They don't pay me. You know what I'm saying? I said, boom, hey, guys, I'm the late fee, all this type of stuff. Month 2. Hey, guys, it's 2 months. You ain't paid me. I'm going to fucking kick you out.
Yeah.
He goes, fuck you, motherfucker. Cut you, motherfucker.
No.
Hell
I
no.
said, bet.
Oh,
Bet.
hell no.
Got a plane ticket.
Got a plane
Wait,
ticket?
where's this duplex at?
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio.
Oh my God. Wait.
Flew out to Dayton,
Yeah,
Ohio.
we gotta talk about that after.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, out of state rentals.
That's what I was going to say.
Out of
You
state
guys
rentals.
did it right. Your first one,
Yeah,
before
because I want to get into the out-of-state rentals, but I was like, we need to get something in-state first,
Yes.
just so we know
You
how to
gotta
like
learn the
run
process.
it. Yeah, because
Yes.
like I was
I got
like,
my first one out of state.
smart is cheaper.
It
It's
is,
cheaper.
but if
it's
I
a
could
crazy
do it again,
learning experience because
I
you gotta
would've spent
travel.
more money here.
Yeah, for the learning experience.
And fucking, I can go, hey, knock on the door, hey, how you guys doing? Boom, boom, boom. So
Yeah.
I go, I'm like,
Yeah.
this guy owes me like $3,500 at this point.
hi.
Yeah.
And so the girl opens the door, she goes, who the fuck is it?
Yeah.
I was like, it's your landlord. And she opens the door all fast and shit like she's mad. She's like, you didn't say you were pretty. And then the country ass husband comes around the corner all tough and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh.
He's like, damn, you're a big motherfucker. And I was like,
Oh,
all right, guys, before we start sucking each other's dick, I'm gonna sit on the couch and we're gonna figure out how you're gonna pay me my money.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sit on the couch. Fucking Pitbull comes out.
Oh my god.
I go, bro.
You got
all
attacked by the
pets-
pit?
No.
They're not supposed to have any pets.
I said all pets have to be fucking approved by me. They're already scratching up my shit. They fucked the floor up. He's like, well, you know, it dropped on our porch and we had to take care of it. I was like, guys, if you're paying me the money every month, I don't care if you got a fucking lion in the living room, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but you're not paying me nothing. Yeah.
So then he goes to his room, comes out with like 3/4 of the money.
Yeah.
I said, damn, that was easy,
3/4
wasn't
of
it?
the money?
Man.
So then I was like, okay, everybody get in the fucking Honda Pilot. We're going down to the welfare center. You guys gonna go fill out the COVID paperwork.
Damn, you did him like
Yeah.
that.
What you
So-
mean? Yeah, gotta get right.
Absolutely.
I need my money.
So they boom, I get paid. Next month they don't pay again. I was
Wow.
like, so obviously the property manager isn't working. So then I'm on the phone for 2 weeks finding the perfect
that's
property
stressful.
manager, right? And then
Out
you
of
gotta
state
think,
too.
I'm new to this industry.
Yeah, out of
I'm
state.
still setting up my career, so I don't got constant cash flow yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Paying
So,
the property
'cause-
manager. How much you paying a property manager?
No. Property
10%?
manager Gucci. You want a good property
No,
manager?
yeah. How much you
8%,
paying? 8%. Okay.
Of
Some
collective
people
rent.
some people say 10%. So he's saying 8%.
10 is fine, but
Okay.
I found one for 8, and he was decent. And then so I got, boom, they didn't pay the next month. Hey, property manager, kick him out. And out there, it's easy. If you're gonna invest out of state, here's one thing, which I did right: invest in a Republican state. And the reason why you want to invest in a Republican state is because the laws lean towards the landlord instead of the
Listen.
tenant.
Yeah, out here
So,
in California, hey,
I would've
motherfucker
been fucked.
motherfucker be here for 4 months.
Yep.
This is my home.
Yep.
Squatting.
Exactly.
Hey, squatting
This
in
is
there.
my home. Hey, California really weird when it comes to being a landlord.
Absolutely.
Them rules. I had to, my first situation in real estate, I had to kick out some squatters.
Yep.
Some squatters that was in there for 2 years.
Yeah.
The owner was scared. Asian dude. He was like, oh, I don't even know what they look like. He didn't even want to go in there and talk to him. I was like,
Wow.
dang, bro. Like, I was like, if this was my shit, and I heard that there's some squatters in here. On my days,
Oh.
they're gonna have to see me that night. Like I don't care
100%.
about none of that.
Yeah.
Like, what? And the dude lived in Elk Grove. These motherfuckers was in Del Paso Heights. Bro, they would have been seeing me every day. Shit would have been uncomfortable.
Comfortable.
Bro.
Hey,
What?
look, these are my friends from ARC Beavers.
Yeah.
Coach Chase would have been in there. Yeah.
It's about to get uncomfortable.
But no, so that's a benefit. But I just ran into a situation
That's dope,
with one of
though.
my people that bought a home. It was in Van Nuys. Is that how you say it? Van Nuys.
In LA?
Yeah, in LA.
Yeah.
And they bought a home, brother and a sister. And they say, say about 15%, good credit, hardworking people,
Dope.
buy their first investment property. And these fucking people are primary residents, but it was a duplex, so they go on the other side or whatever it might be. So LA County, if there's somebody who's disabled or under 18, there's a fee that you have to pay them to move out, and it's fucking crazy.
What?
They had to
You
take.
have to pay them
Yes.
to move out if they're disabled or under 18.
Yes. So
weird
I
rule.
think it's above 65 with the disability or under 18 with whatever.
Yeah.
So they had that situation with one of the tenants both ways. They had to pay him like 30 grand to move out.
30
30 grand. So the
Fuck.
property's like 900K, right? Or something like that. And they put all this money into it. Boom, we got them all taken care of. They had to get a HELOC 3 months later to pay these people to leave. Oh, bullshit, bro.
The screening process is like really important, huh?
And that's
when
another
it comes to
thing.
being like a landlord or Airbnb or
If
anything.
I would have screened the people in Dayton, I would have let the top lady in. She was super cool. Her and her kid were super cool. The bottom people, I would never let those motherfuckers
Yeah,
be.
never.
Damn.
No, that was the. Hey, you're a big motherfucker. That guy would not have made it.
You're a handsome.
Oh, dude. And then he tried to kind of. Oh, I was a Marine sniper. I don't get
I was
that.
a Marine sniper. What does that have to do with anything?
I'm an Italian sniper, bro.
Hey,
I'm a Marine
that
sniper.
That motherfucker play Call of Duty,
Oh,
bro.
bro.
I'm Marine sniper.
We're on
He was like
battlefield.
60 and like 5'5". I was like, yeah, you better hit me from a distance.
Oh, boy,
But
not no
anyways,
sniper.
man, yeah, good on
I
real
just-
estate, but it's
I
fun.
just
though.
stayed rental.
Yeah.
It's super fun.
I just stayed rentals. I've watched a couple of videos and I was like, dang, like people are really doing this out of state rentals, but you're getting a property manager and
Yeah.
really the property manager really holds it down so you don't have
Yeah.
to be there for day-to-day things. And
Absolutely. Yeah, you want it. So like in my job, I'm super fucking busy all the time, right? I want passive income, passive
Yeah,
as possible.
respectfully, yeah.
So that's why I went and got those 2 duplexes,
What
right?
made you go with Ohio though? Cheaper
This
out
this
there?
mentor was like, hey, look, you want properties? I got these 2 out here.
Oh,
We
you had
got
it
some
lined
friends
up?
that bought in the
Okay.
same area. They're getting X, Y, Z. I was like, sounds good. Which ended up being a decent
The
investment.
numbers checked out, yeah.
Yeah, numbers checked out. Because
respectfully,
I've been studying this shit forever. Even the car business, I'm boom. All right, cap rates this on loopnet.com. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Checking
saying?
Getting
commercials,
information.
But I would suggest if you're gonna do an out-of-state rental, you want to save up 20%, and you want to get an apartment complex, and you want to get at least 16 to 20 units. Besides that, I don't think it's worth it.
Damn. So it's,
Respectfully.
so it's a volume
So
game.
if it
That's-
ain't
Exactly.
If you're going out of state, I would say focus on volume.
If it's
Yeah,
not
it's
a bunch of doors, it's not worth it.
Because you can get, I mean, like places like Minneapolis, Dayton, you can get 12 to 16 units for like 1.2. You put 300, 400, whatever it
12,
might
16
be.
units.
You can get a property manager who lives on the property. That's the key. Live on the property. Give them a place to stay. They're not going to steal from you.
Hey, there's some places out here right now for about 1.2. That's about I saw one. Where is it at in Sacramento? Yeah, I think it's about 20. 20
20 units?
I swear. I just
Shoot.
saw it, and I've seen it twice again.
Is it
It's
your
like the
price?
second time I've seen it. It's like in between. I think it's like 1.8, I believe.
Got you.
But yeah, you should check that out. You know,
Yeah,
it's a
absolutely.
smooth little joint.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Now you want a
Seen a
B
couple
plus,
different
you want
ones.
like at least a B minus neighborhood.
But actually, one thing I did see on there that they did make sure to put on there, they said the rental rates that they have right now are low. So if you did come in, you would have to raise them. They said it
Yeah.
would like kind of be low, but it's not Section 8.
They say that on every fucking rental.
Yeah,
property.
so what is-
you could raise the rents.
No, they didn't say you could raise the rent. They just said the rent's low.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like if you get up in there, you feel me, you might as well raise them.
Oh,
motherfuckers.
absolutely.
Especially if you're gonna put money into it. But you know what I mean, so basically the more doors as possible, that's really the way to go. So what type of loans are you doing to get the apartment complexes?
It's
I
gotta
know
be
you're not
commercial.
pulling. Okay.
So that's not
commercial.
something that I do actually.
Okay.
But it's not something that I'm involved in. But you would have to get a commercial loan at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because-
So you got to talk to a
'cause-
commercial loan
'cause
above 4 units.
Okay, so
Yeah.
anything above 4 units, you have to get a commercial
Commercial
loan.
lender.
Have to.
Yep. And it's a little different guidelines. It's a little harder to get.
Do you have any apartment or did you said you plan on getting up? No, I'm talking about you.
Oh, me.
Didn't you say you plan on getting
Yeah,
an
I'm
apartment
getting-
complex
that's
soon?
the-
Yeah, that's
yep.
the next
That's the game
move.
plan.
Okay.
That's the game plan this year.
Okay.
Finally,
bro.
man, it's
Are
been
you
my 10-year
checking any?
plan.
Do you have any like cities you trying to?
Minneapolis and
Oh,
Dayton.
okay. So you got your
I don't know
idea.
about Dayton anymore because that thing that happened with the
Yeah.
the nuke, whatever the hell it was.
Oh, yeah, the toxic waste.
But, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
You didn't see what happened with the
Oh,
trains
no.
falling over everywhere?
No, I didn't.
That has to
Yeah.
be that
Yeah.
be saved for another episode. That could be a whole. No,
Damn, what
seriously.
the fuck was
No, it's happening everywhere in the Midwest.
Oh,
Boom,
shit.
steel
Yeah.
train. Yeah, like.
Oh shit!
Pretty
That
nuts.
ain't no freaking
Yeah.
coincidence.
So I got a question, right? So
Yeah.
boom, you're out there. You're basically about to purchase your first duplex, your first multi-family unit, right?
Yeah, first part.
How do you go about saving money for incidents and dealing with property management? So like let's just say like
20%.
yeah, so it's like boom, you got 100% of your money. Like what do you
Yeah.
do? What do you do with that passive income to make sure that like you as a landlord can move forward?
With the passive income, I act like I don't make shit off that property
At all.
and I put it into a fucking separate bank account that I don't fucking look at. And then the whole game plan is for these people to pay the mortgage down, and I put the excess aside. And then when I have enough money, it's the Burr method, but just on a bigger fucking scale.
Yeah.
Right? And then once they pay it down far enough, you borrow it against it, you get another one. And then you got 2 paying down.
Yeah.
And then you borrow against both of those. And then you get, Grant Cardone?
Yeah.
This is what Grant did.
So
And he's got like fucking 5,000 units now.
So
Yeah.
since you're an older male, you have experience.
That's fucked up, man.
No, respectfully, no. Grandpa. There's gonna be people. No, there's gonna be people.
old
You ain't no grandfather, no. But there's gonna be God. You said you was 20. There's gonna
Yeah.
be people watching that are 20.
Oh, yeah.
They might be at ARC. They might.
Facts.
I mean, this is Sacramento. A lot of people from
Yeah.
Sacramento are gonna watch this. There might be some motherfuckers at Sac City right now.
Plan it out, bro.
You know what I mean?
Have a game plan and stick with it. You know what I mean? One thing I heard this.
bad.
I think I read Think and Grow Rich when I was like 18 or something. And there's certain shit that clicked in there. And then I started paying
Experience is
attention to
everything.
writing down your goals and manifesting, right?
Yeah,
So here's one thing. You should write down your goals, every day if you can. More realistically, it's going to be like every month, right? And as you go through the years, your fucking mindset is going to change, right? And those goals are going to change. There's going to be certain shit that falls off, And there's gonna be certain shit that just keeps popping up, keep popping up, keep popping up. If it pops up 5 years in a row, bro, that's your fucking purpose right there. That's your purpose. You know what I'm saying? You might want to be a fucking rapper right now. That's cool as fuck. Make it happen. If it's still there in 5 years, stick with that shit. Well, it might change. You know what I'm saying? You pay attention to your goal list, because that's secretly what you're mining, or what your subconscious mind is honing in on. And when you hone in on what your subconscious mind is telling you, that's when you find your purpose. It's all about purpose.
Oh, respectfully. And just figuring out like what you can do. I know I've done so many different businesses.
Same.
I had a gym, I had a facility last year. I was buying all types of equipment. I had plasma TVs up. The landlord was like, "Oh, I don't want a gym to be here. Yeah, you gotta stop this." Just shut me down completely, randomly.
Yep.
I must have came back to my warehouse with a note saying, "Yeah, you have to be out in 30 days." I was like, "Dang." I was like, so much for a gym. I had so much gym equipment, mats laid out. I was like, all right, I guess
Clients.
I'm talking about with my signs, everything.
But you know what you're doing right? You're doing.
Oh yeah, always.
That is
yeah.
true. A lot of people don't
that
do.
think.
Always.
Don't
Yeah.
fucking think.
Yeah.
Just do it, bro.
And
You're not gonna know until you're in there, bro. You're not
Facts.
gonna know. You can fucking practice football all you
yeah.
want
Until
until you
you
hit
go get
somebody in
hit.
the fucking mouth.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna know if you can play
Straight
or not.
up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
You know what I'm
Doing the
saying?
little ladder drills ain't gonna prepare you for nothing.
Right.
You gotta go out there. It's game time. You know what I mean? It's 4th and inches.
Right.
The
Pads on.
scouts is watching.
100%.
You know what I mean? The chick that you trying to get at after the game is checking you out.
Yeah, she's checking you
No,
out.
damn, hey, everybody knows how that shit is. Hey, girls be knowing what you. They know your stats. You know what I mean, girl, you had like 2 touchdowns today, right? Oh, you watching, huh? Hey, people are always watching. It might be a female.
For real, though.
Hey, people are
I
always
have
watching.
memories and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, for real.
I had a softball
You know what I
girl
mean?
tell me one time. She's like, I saw you pick that outside linebacker up on the. I was
Exactly.
like, damn.
They watching. They always
When we played
watching.
the end, she's like,
Yeah.
you did fucking great today. I said, I didn't know people watch the center.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Hey, paying attention. If they like you, they paying attention. You know what I mean? But what I was gonna ask, do you have life insurance?
I don't, and
And
I need to look into that.
And I only ask because I've came across a lot of videos talking about how people use life insurance to, like, they'll put money into it, and then once they get a certain type of cash value, they'll take a loan against it.
Infinite banking.
And then exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
And then it's tax free. And then, you know what I mean, you're just taking a loan against your own money.
Yep.
And then you just repeat it.
You're the bank.
Exactly.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I mean? Some people taking lines of credit, boom, putting in the life insurance. Ooh, taking and this is some next level.
Oh, this next
This is
level.
like, this ain't for, you know what I mean, if you don't have your funds together, if you can't even, you know what I mean, take care of $10,000, this ain't for you. I remember I had a friend that had like, remember Larry in Oklahoma? This
Oh.
dude had like, I think he had
Man.
made his first like 30,000. He was like, bro, I need a freaking what are those people that take care of he was like, I need an accountant.
He said he needed an
He
accountant.
was like, he must have been calling me from Oklahoma. He's like, bro, do you know any good accountants? I was
You
like,
need a mobile app. You need a mobile app, bro.
I must have told fam. I was like, bro, respectfully, you do not need no.
And the dude
you
scammed
do-
him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No, the dude
Long story
scammed
short,
him.
yeah. The accountant ended up stealing all his money. At the end because he was a young black. Didn't know nothing about money.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
he just let somebody take advantage of him. Not saying he let, but you feel me? He just trusted people that saw that he had a little bit of money and just took advantage of him. So always do your due diligence. Always do your research. Don't be afraid to look stupid by asking questions. Always ask people questions. Don't feel like, oh, I might be stupid if I ask
No,
him
ask
this.
all the questions.
Ask a bunch of questions.
All of them.
Ask Banger. Ask anybody that you want to ask a question to before
Call
you
this
just
shit
start.
anytime you ask a question.
Before you,
Yeah.
before you, before you just
I
start.
love helping people.
Exactly. Like, and someone that really likes to help isn't gonna like think it's like a burden that you talking to
no.
him. You know what I mean? Like, shoot, I be calling my brother. I be like, hey, bro, my bad. Like, I be calling you. I just be trying to make sure because we invest together.
Yeah.
So
That's
I'm like,
good. You
I
guys
make
got that.
yeah.
too,
So I
bro.
make sure
Yeah,
like we're always
That's
on the
good.
same
That's
page.
rare. You hold on to that.
No,
shit.
I know a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah.
That's why me and him, we've always been super transparent.
That's dope.
I be like, hey, bro, like I just want to make sure you're in the loop. We got this guy going on, and he's the same way with me. A lot of y'all ain't like that. I ain't gonna hold. You know what I mean? We've dealt with a lot of people. There ain't a lot of people it's just me and him now. You know what I mean?
And you start,
Hey.
you know what I mean? Like you start making some money, people start changing. It's
Start
just what it
pocket
is,
checking
bro.
you.
You just
You know
pay
what I
attention.
mean?
Be always cautious of that shit. But one thing I was gonna say off of what he said was the number one thing that you should invest in is yourself, right? So
Always.
one thing that I
All day.
picked up from like multiple people, right? Like, you know, you start making $500,000, you start making $1 million a year. That's when you start investing, right? Because if you invest, I mean, you should invest a little bit before then, right?
Yeah.
But if you make, you know, 7%, that's a good return on investment, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
great.
make 7% on $500,000, that's a sizable amount of
It's
money.
fire.
Yeah.
If you make 7% on $5,000, it ain't shit.
It ain't shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Congratulations, you get the concept now. But you could take that $5,000, you could put that into your business, you could increase your income. You shouldn't even think about investing until you got $100K in the bank.
That's
You know
what's
what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
Respectfully.
Because
I
like,
agree.
you know, because that money should go towards pumping this shit up.
Education.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Education,
resources.
but just like
yeah.
into yourself, whatever's gonna take you to the
Yeah.
next
Marketing.
level.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Fucking buy
Yeah.
some fucking leads.
Not,
fucking boom.
hey, not.
You know
hey,
what I'm saying?
People always say you gotta go. I ain't gonna hold. I don't know about you guys, but I know I only went to school because I was playing sports.
Same.
If I wasn't playing sports, I wouldn't
agree.
even have went to school.
Facts.
I got a whole
always
bachelor's
told
degree. I
myself,
don't
I was
use
like,
it.
once this football and baseball shit done, I'm getting to a bag. That was always me.
Facts, facts.
And that's what all of us did. Soon as he got done with his football career, got a bag.
Yeah.
Soon as
Yeah,
he got
straight
done
to
with
it.
football and sports, got a bag.
Straight to
Like,
it.
you know what I mean? Like, I've always, like, people that get money, they've always had a mindset since they was a kid. Talking to you, ever since you was a kid, you
I
was
can
out
tell,
there.
yeah.
Ever since you was a kid, I've always been out. You can ask everybody in my family. It's like, boy, always got some money. They didn't know how I had
Yeah,
the
they know
money,
how- yeah,
but they
yeah.
knew that boy always had some money. Always had some money. You know what
Tell
I
you
mean?
one thing though, you fucking start something, you finish that shit.
Facts.
Yeah,
You know
straight
what I'm
up.
Be a
saying?
man of your fucking word.
Straight up.
You know
'Cause
what I
that's-
mean?
I had 3
Sure.
semesters left when I lost my football scholarship, but took a 2-year break. I said, I'm not leaving no fucking 3 semesters to
Yeah,
where I'm
that's
not
super
getting my
close.
shit.
Yeah, that's
I'm
super
fucking
close.
going back. I was still making money at while I'm going to school, right? Because that was the most important part.
Yeah.
I might not have had the best GPA.
That
Yeah.
shit don't mean nothing.
It don't
hey,
mean nothing.
GPA don't mean shit.
Yeah.
It don't.
Hey, it's all about finishing and passing. Like
Yeah.
a lot of
Get it
shit.
done.
What did you study?
Business marketing.
Business
Oh, yeah,
marketing?
perfect-
I have a minor in
perfect
business.
degree.
Yeah, I have a minor in business.
You know what I learned in school?
What?
How to eyeball an ounce.
Crazy. Eyeball is different. That's a skill.
That is a
That's a
skill.
whole fucking skill set. You can only learn that in college.
That shit.
Yeah.
That might be
You
a
can only
viral
learn
one
that
right
time.
here, bro.
28 G's. 28 G's. That boy funny as hell. Hey, that's not
Man,
legit,
bro.
bro.
You know what the problem with school is, man? They're teaching you shit from 20 years ago.
For
Facts,
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
30
Like,
years ago.
They don't
40.
even teach you how to
Facts.
do taxes.
No, man. They
Like you
teach-
don't like I didn't even like you said you didn't know nothing about I didn't know
Nah, I know
shit
shit.
about taxes.
I don't know shit.
Until that motherfucker was like, oh yeah, like you gonna do your taxes? And I'm like, what you talking about, bro? Like you just made
I went to
some money.
college.
Yeah, like, no, right? I ain't learned nothing about that in college, bro.
Where's the college line in the text?
Yeah.
Bro,
Fuck
what?
that shit,
Man.
I tell you one thing, college did teach me. It did teach me like just preparing for things. Like when
Absolutely.
you have a test. Like I told him, like real estate to me is just kind of like like especially when you're bringing a deal to someone. Like when I bring a deal to like my brother, I make sure I got all my I's dotted
Yeah.
and T's crossed. Like
Yeah.
yo, these are the numbers. Oh yeah, these are the comps. You do your homework. It's like presenting a portfolio. When you had a test, what do you have to do? You have to present what you learned. You have to present, okay, this is from here, this is from here. It started here, originated, stopped here. So like everything, that's one thing I can take from school. Everything else, not really. I learned a little bit of history, but
Yeah.
You can learn a lot more. I always like learning the things that I really just wanted to learn about. I didn't really care about all the extra shit. You know what I mean? Taught me how to do my math, but
You know what college does too? The number one thing I got from first of all, I needed college because I needed some structure. I needed to be around different people.
yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely gain a big network going
do.
going to schools. I
And
went
I'm
to
ta-
several schools too, so.
I'm business marketing at San Jose State. I walk into class the
That's a
first
big
day.
market, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a John Gotti fucking tall tee on.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And
The hyphy. You got a hyphy tall tee
But a
on.
John Gotti one.
Yeah.
So I kept it Italian, right?
God.
But everybody else is in Abercrombie. Everybody else is from
Ooh,
China.
I
Everybody
forgot
else
about
is
that
from
Abercrombie era.
Yeah.
Everybody was from
Abercrombie
India.
era
Everybody
pasta
from
was
Russia.
vicious.
And San Jose was different, right? So it put me in a scenario that I wasn't comfortable in. And that's where I grew the most. You know what I'm saying? You learn how to click with different people.
Especially college, like
bro.
you really get to hone who you truly are. You know what I mean?
100%.
And you out on your own.
Yeah, and you're out on
You know
your
what I mean? You
own.
moved like you was away
You got
from
roommates
family.
probably. You're living with other
absolutely,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
College, that is one thing college did teach me. I remember I went away to school in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Boy,
Oh,
you're away from your home. Oklahoma and California, two different types of states.
Man.
Bro. I promise.
Man.
And you
Oh,
don't
with the Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma.
bro.
Oklahoma,
I'm talking
man.
about country.
Yeah.
Our college was in the middle of nowhere, bro. You could go left to right. You got to go like 4 miles just to see like civilization, bro. I had no whip.
Yeah.
I had no whip out there. I'm out here just playing football. Boy, look at what I'm out here playing just football.
Yeah.
That's where I was like, yeah, I ain't going to the league, boy.
I
swear.
Hey, that's some
No,
real shit.
yeah.
Yo,
You
yo,
gotta
that's
keep
some
it a
real
buck
shit
with
when you come to
yourself.
that realization.
No, I had a crazy story coming out of JUCO. I went to University of Idaho. My fucking counselors did me weird. Didn't want to answer no phone calls. Couldn't approve no shit. I literally went from University of Idaho to fucking NAIA in Oklahoma. And at that point, I was like, oh yeah, this is it, bro.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, no, like football, I'm like, yo, I gotta
Yeah.
start thinking about different shit.
Yeah.
So that's when I started really just planning for after sports.
Yeah.
I was like, we gotta figure out what we gonna do as soon as this football shit over. We gonna rock it out. You feel me? Free scholarship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we gonna rock it out. If you getting your school paid for it, rock it out. You know what I mean? Just rock it out to the end. You feel me? I met a lot of good people in Oklahoma that I'm still cool with. So yeah, just to end it with that. Colleges, you're gonna meet if you're a good people person, you like to talk, you're gonna meet a lot of good relationships, a lot of bad ones. But like, you know what I mean? Networking is really your net worth. I truly believe that.
That is very
Life
true.
experience, bro.
The more people you can find that have the same like mentality as you, that are entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Like I went to Oklahoma, I must have told my bro, I was like, bro, I saw dudes like hustling a different type of way. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about there was a kid in there cutting hair all day in our dorm room. I'm talking about all day. He must have cut like 20, 30 heads a day.
Cutting heads.
Another dude in the dorm making clothes, screen printing.
Yeah.
I'm talking about he trapping clothes. Now he has like a crazy clothing line, online, all that shit. Like I just saw people hustling. I was like, oh shit, we were just playing football.
Yeah.
And these dudes playing football. They doing this, they doing that. I was like, oh shit, like I need to get my entrepreneur. Then that's when I started thinking about LLCs. I started doing research. You know what I mean? Like I had to see it through other people getting it, and I was like, oh shit, like. You know what I mean? Like
Business law class was dope. That did open my eyes, bro. Business law. You know, we had to take this class and it talked about LLCs and it talked about.
I never had
you
no
know what I'm
class
saying?
like that.
No,
Yeah,
that shit was dope.
Nah, that's
I didn't
dope.
think
That
class
was
like
one,
that.
and I hated the fucking teacher. She hated me too.
It'd be
I
like
barely
that.
passed that class, but that was one. I learned a lot in that.
Shout out to San Jose State.
Shout out to San
Spartans.
Jose State.
Spartan.
Yes, Spartan, man.
Talking
Spartans.
about teachers.
Were you Mountain West when they were there?
Yeah.
It was Mountain West
Yeah,
still back
it
then?
was
Mountain
whack.
It
right? Or
wasn't.
some
No,
shit.
it used to be the WAC. I think they used to be in the WAC.
Maybe we were whack.
Y'all play Sac State, Colorado State.
Come on, son.
Nah,
D1,
Sac State
bro.
D1
Oh, my bad. Respect. Oh yeah, they are.
He said I'm the
They are
real
like they are like double A something like.
They're
what is it,
D1 double A.
double
Sac State's D1
Yeah, it's like
double A.
D1 double A.
Yeah.
That boy
Yeah.
said we D1.
Yeah, San Jose.
Bro, first
Hey,
game
nah,
we
for
played
sure.
fucking Andrew Luck and Stanford.
Oh yeah, y'all did.
Yeah.
Y'all got
that
shot.
year
At Stanford?
Yeah, we got shot
Yeah,
on
I
that game.
remember
Yeah,
that
we got
shit.
fucked
Fuck.
up.
At Stanford?
That's
But
when
then
they were
that's
cold though. That's when they were
that was
cold.
that was the only game we lost the whole year, 25th in the nation.
That's when y'all-
I didn't play. I ain't gonna play.
Yeah,
again.
but
No,
still,
man, you was on
yeah.
team. You was on team.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
man.
Everybody's like, I was like, fuck you guys, I didn't play. He goes, come on, Sam, man, we was there, boom, boom. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, cool, man.
Yeah.
I had hella cool. I met the coolest motherfuckers on that team. Though,
That's
man.
dope.
Just shout out Jabari Carr, man. He's a good ass dude.
Yeah.
He is a good ass.
I'm not gonna lie, you know, like anytime like you go from junior college and you go to the next step, whether it's NAIA, Division II, D1, D1 AA, D1, and like you go there and you don't end up playing, that shit really hits. I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
facts,
No,
bro.
it really hits. It really hits because it's like, well, now who am I as a
I
person?
would suck.
Who am I, a backup? And so am I
Yeah.
just know is my identity, character as a man, a backup
Well, like,
football player?
Football
I
can be
was,
like,
sometimes.
I had to go
probably-
through that.
I probably would have.
What position did you play?
Me?
I'm talking about you.
Yeah, he was
Oh,
center.
man, my bad. I keep thinking you looking
No,
at
he was
him.
Oh
center.
no, we got glasses on. It's good. It's good. I know
no,
what
he
position he
played
played.
center.
He played center. Yeah.
Okay, that's a
Bro,
tough
I was
position.
285 and ran a 4.79. I was
yeah,
the
you-
smallest dude on that whole line by like 45 pounds.
Yeah, but
Damn.
you're
Oh,
quick
yeah.
and strong.
Oh,
yeah.
I was benching like 500.
You had a quick set on him,
You was
huh?
285,
You had a
though.
quick
You
set.
285
huh?
though.
fucking-
Centers don't need to be hella.
Yeah, they
big.
don't.
Like
Honestly, if I could have stayed healthy, I think it would have been.
People
it would've
be
been good shit.
like-
But I came 2 weeks out of that fucking medical red shirt. The fucking coach, he goes, he's like, you hurt again? I was like, yeah, I'm hurt again. He goes, you know what they do to a horse that keeps getting hurt?
No.
I go, what? He goes, they shoot him in the head. I fucking
That
got up, bro.
motherfucker
I got up. I
crazy.
said, fuck this, bro. Next day, I'm putting in my application at Yard House.
Man.
I'm gonna
He
go
said
get
they
it
shoot
another
him in
one.
the head.
But they did. They fucking whacked my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
bro.
That was a dark time. That was a dark time. It was a dark time.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. From boom, junior college, San Jose State. That's really where you start to hone your skills in sales, taking
Yeah.
these classes and stuff like that. How did you go from sales to loan officer?
So all right. So I built myself up in the car business, right?
Okay.
And I get invited to this fucking thing in Vegas. So I'm a finance director at this point. This is like 6 years into my career.
Oh, dope.
So I'm like top 5% in the nation or whatever. We go to Cash Bash in Vegas.
Yeah.
Fucking, you pick these little fucking sticky notes off this big ass wall at the Wynn. You know what I mean? And then they give you a percentage or whatever the warranties you sold. You get that percentage. They put
shit.
fucking 10 grand in cash in my hand. I go out, I'm playing craps and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Great time.
Oh,
man.
bro.
Yeah, you're
One
lit.
of the best
Yeah,
nights of my
you're
life.
lit.
One of the best nights of my life. I'm fucking bang, 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 hitting all night, bro. I came back with like 18 G's.
Can't
You
be
know what I'm
stopped.
saying?
Damn.
I come back 3 days later, get fucking fired.
What?
Yo, what?
So,
That's
check
a
this-
crazy ass story.
So check this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, what
I'm
happened?
talking about
Yo.
peak of my fucking car career, right?
Yeah.
And then fucking get whacked. So they offered me a promotion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they offered me a promotion, and I was gonna get paid less. And I was like, how the fuck does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like, well, you're gonna be in management, so you won't have to sell. I was like, I like selling. Let me stay back there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm doing fine. I'm making good money. I was tracking like 350 that year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Eating up.
So they're like, no, we need you to be a team player, and we're gonna pay you X, Y, Z,
hell
and
no.
I was probably gonna make 200 doing that job, right? And I'm like, no, really, I mean, I love you guys. These are all my mentors in the car business. You know what I mean? Love you guys, but no.
Yeah.
And I'm making more money than them at this point.
150,
You know what I mean? So they're
150 like pay cut? No.
no fact.
Hell no.
And
like,
it really was because I came into that dealership and I sold like we used to get judged on averages, right? So the guy was doing $1,200 per customer.
Yeah.
I came in, I was doing like $3,800 a customer.
killing.
Wow.
So and I was using credit unions. I'm fucking Golden One is putting me front row at Sharks games because they never, you know, we're sending them so much volume and shit.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like the man. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm like,
boy
oh, I
getting
found my
people-
shit.
getting
Yeah.
people
He's King of San Jose.
Yeah,
Hey,
facts, bro.
yeah,
Facts.
yeah, for
No, it was
real.
beautiful. And then, but I sensed the jealousy, so the jealousy was all around me. So I got whacked. So I'm like, you know what? I'm taking 3-4 months off. I'm gonna think about everything. Went to Colombia, chilled, and I was like, you know what happened? In this business, my success is not based on what I do. It's based on what 10 other people in management think of me and will allow me to do.
Yeah.
Right? So at that point in time, it started ticking. So then I'd come back, I get a shitty ass job at Stevens Creek Chevrolet. I make like 120 grand a year. I never made that fucking little money in a long ass time.
Yeah.
And then I flipped over to Future Ford of Roseville and I started looking at these credit applications, right? Because I'm what, 8-9 years deep in the car business at this point. I'm like, I don't want to waste all this fucking experience. I'm good at what I do.
Yeah.
So I'm looking, I'm like, damn, this mortgage officer makes more. This motherfucker makes that. You know,
Yeah.
this dirty motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, what do you do? Boom, boom, boom. They're explaining the job. I was like, damn, it's exactly what I do
Yeah.
for the car business. But you make this and I make that.
Yeah.
Next guy comes in, you know, he buys another car, right?
Yeah.
They're always buying nice ass cars.
Yeah.
Boom. Oh, you make this. He's like, yeah, wow, what do you do? Explains the job.
Yeah.
So then it intrigues me. I'm like, okay, that's on the map.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I know I got to take it on the chin though. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because they're like, when you first get in, it does. It takes about a year to get rolling.
Yeah.
So I mean, when I first came into the game, I took about an 80K, hit to the chin. Just learning the game,
What do you
building
mean to the
clients.
chin? What do you mean?
Like over a year, right? You got your monthly expenses that you pay. Like I wasn't making
being an
shit.
officer?
No,
Or,
I'm
being-
saying like it took my license, so I quit my job.
Yeah.
I passed the test 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't expecting this. You know, we all got
Was the
things.
test like difficult? Was
The
it
test
hard?
wasn't that bad.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They say it's tough. It wasn't too bad. But you know, we all got things in our past. I got a little trouble when I was younger.
Yeah.
So my license took 6 months to clear.
Wow.
So that's 6 months, and that's before I can even start to learn. You know what I mean?
Dang.
So then I get in there, and you know what I mean. Then I start, you know, the process of everything. But that's how I became a loan officer.
Oh.
Yeah. That's basically it. That's
The
the
whole
story. Long
process.
ass story, but
Yeah.
That wasn't a long, that wasn't a long story.
No, that wasn't
detailed.
that
Like,
long.
you told,
Yeah.
you told the whole story.
that's
You know what I
it.
mean?
But I've
whole
got to the
problem.
peak of my car career, and then I mean I went out on top
crazy.
actually.
They
So the
watch
last year in
you.
the car business, I was finance manager of the year. I fucking
Oh.
made the most I made, you know, period ever in the car business. I
Yeah.
went out on top. You know what I
Setting the
mean?
tone.
So then I got a question, right? Like
Yeah.
to like the regular viewer out there, like how does a loan officer get paid?
Loan officer gets paid off of the loan amount of the home that you're financing.
Okay. And
Yeah.
you get paid off a percentage or like is it like a flat rate fee?
It's a percentage,
Percentage?
and
Okay.
it's the loan officer negotiates that percentage. You know what I'm saying?
So like who are you negotiating with? The buyer?
Not
or who?
necessarily. So
Yeah.
it's like no, not with the buyer. So like
With the banks.
if you're like, there's different types of loan officers, right? There's someone who works for a bank. There's a direct lender, right? So the bank does mortgages, credit cards, servicing, da 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 da. This person doesn't have to be licensed.
Yeah.
Direct lender works for a specific bank, right? They can outsource different loans if they
Yeah.
need to compete on rate, but they get paid the most if they go to the direct lender.
Yeah.
The direct lender's got levels of management they got to pay for. They got a bunch of resources for the loan officer, supposedly.
Yeah.
They don't get paid as much per file, right? They'll get like, you know, 1.25 to 1.45.
Yeah.
Then there's a mortgage broker, which is what I am.
Yeah.
You don't get no support. You pay all your fees. It's your own business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're
So
on
you
your own.
so you have
Good
to
luck,
run a
buddy.
business. Yeah, so you have to run a business.
Exactly.
Though. So you have to market. You have to
100%.
go out there,
You're
communicate,
the one
reach out to
paying
people.
for lead gen. You're the one, you know, taking people to dinner. Boom, boom, boom.
So
Yeah.
you basically have a license, but you're just solo out here.
You're solo, but that guy
Okay.
gets paid 2.25.
Oh.
So this guy gets paid 1.25. That guy gets paid 2.25. But you got to assume all the expenses.
As well.
But
that
to be
comes
honest
it.
with you, these guys got the same expenses as these guys. And these guys got better rates for the clients. And they close faster.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
There's no reason to
Closing
be a
faster
direct
is
lender.
always a key.
Yeah.
Oh,
no reason to be a
100%.
direct
Always
lender,
a
huh?
key.
Well, so you don't have a bank that you work with. So now you got 96 different banks that you can pick from,
Yeah.
right?
And you're
like,
licensed. So
yeah.
That's
yeah.
hella options.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, like,
I mean, literally any
make
bank you
everything
can go
happen,
to.
yeah.
That's just what I have. I could go tomorrow. I could sign an agreement with, whatever bank out
Oh,
of Western
so the
Michigan.
people that you want to work with, you just have to sign an agreement with them,
Yep.
and then then whenever you have any plays, oh yeah, that sounds
Yeah, that's
smooth.
easy.
Yeah, no,
like,
it's super cool.
The options, like,
Yeah.
you know,
You got your favorite bank.
that's a good way. That's a good way to market. I got 100 lenders.
That's how
Yeah,
I
for
say
real.
that.
I got
a
100
hundred
lenders.
I
videos.
got 100 lenders. I got 100
different
plays.
banks. Yeah,
Yeah.
different banks available 24/7, 365. We got an assistant. I got an assistant. So
Oh,
when
yeah,
your shit
bro.
comes through, boom, she's on it. She's that's what she does.
You have an in-house assistant, or do you do
Or
virtual
VA.
assistant?
She's in Washington. I pay
Ooh,
for her.
virtual assistant.
Yeah, VA. Got a VA and everything.
Key. Where'd
Yeah.
you find the virtual assistant? For, you know what I mean? People
Through my
might know.
friend. So there's this place. It's called UWM, United Wholesale Mortgage. Probably one of the biggest banks. She went out there for training. They met at the bar at the training. She's
What a
top
coincidence.
25 in the nation.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
She had, yeah.
So I have a question. Like, how do you go about marketing?
Maybe.
I mean, man, I do a lot. Obviously, social media.
What's like what
media
what
is
have you
key,
found
bro.
most efficient when it comes to marketing?
Social media.
So here's the thing. I like social media, right? So I'm marketing to realtors, number one,
Yeah.
right? Because I mean, obviously, I'm marketing to clients too.
But your relationship needs to be with them because they're gonna do marketing for you.
Well, it's that, and if I market to a client directly, that's one deal, which is awesome, right? If I service a realtor and I help build their business, then that's all their deals.
Yeah,
right?
it comes back to you.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
that's a business relationship.
Yeah, you
That's
got
B2B. So it's B2B and it's B2C, right? Now, the thing I like about social media, right, is I don't never hand out a business card.
Ever.
When I'm meeting real estate agents, I'm like, hey, look at my Instagram. And the reason being, if they take my business card, they go to the car, there's a good chance
lose
They're
it.
between here and there.
throw
That
it
shit-
away.
Yeah,
You know
business,
what I mean?
yeah,
it's
business
gone.
cards don't make it that far.
No.
Unless you really planned on calling them like a couple hours later. Like I haven't given out a business card. Yeah, Instagram, that's definitely the best
Yeah,
way.
we used to call it a get out of jail free card in the car business. As soon as you give your client that, they can leave. You know what I mean? There's no reason for them to stay. But now they got me on Instagram. Now I'm posting, story. I'm posting every day. They're seeing me. I'm staying top of mind. One thing I did learn in college, somebody's got to see you 7 times to recognize you as a brand.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So if they're seeing me
And
repeatedly
they
every
get
day,
comfortable with you.
I stay top of mind. Not only that, they get to learn my personality. My personality is not for everybody. I want those
Facts.
people as off of my page as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to do business. I want the people that are going to do business with me to stay, to listen, and when the right time comes, they'll reach out to me.
That's a
Now, as
fact.
far as realtors go, I'm always going to, they're always going to be reminded of me. So if they have a current relationship with the loan officer, something goes south or whatever it might be, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. I like his personality. We would vibe as a person. Because I don't do fucking business with people that I don't vibe with.
No, it's
You know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying?
That's real though.
Energy
No,
Yeah,
gotta
that's
be
real though.
good.
I don't care how
Because
my business is.
because people you don't vibe with, they don't even consider having the best intentions for you.
No,
Facts,
you're gonna throw my
yeah.
energy off.
Can be
My
bad
energy's
business.
dope.
Yeah.
So don't
Bad
throw my
business.
shit off. Like if you might click with somebody else perfectly.
Yeah.
Go click with them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find mine. I'm a hustler. I'm gonna find my people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whether it's here, whether it's Florida, whether it's LA, Bay Area, boom, boom. I'm gonna run into my
Anywhere.
team. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't need to change myself to do business with you.
Yeah.
I did that too long in the car business. I won't do it anymore.
Yeah, never again.
Nah.
Not even worth the time.
But when you was in the car business, it was a little different because you had to work
locked
with
in.
people. Yeah, you had to work with people.
100%.
So it was kind of like being a part of a football team.
Absolutely.
You don't like, bruh, but like he a part of the team.
Yeah, he's a part of the
Absolutely.
team.
You gotta be a team.
Yeah,
You
like
getting bumped at a party, you're gonna help them out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, that's one thing I do like about sports. It does teach you how to work with people that you might not like.
Absolutely.
And like I learned, I feel like teamwork, like with the right people, can be like super great. You know what I mean? If you with the right people, like if you built up like 10 people that work just as hard as you,
Exactly.
if you met 10 people in the same city that work just as hard as you, it's a dynasty.
There's
You know what I mean?
one thing 50 said. I call 50 a lot. He said, I hate a
Smart
liar.
dude.
I hate a liar worse than I hate a thief. A
Facts.
thief is after my salary. A liar is after my reality. Right?
Yeah.
I don't
Facts.
like dealing with people that talk bad about me, that say certain things, boom, boom, boom. In the car business, you got to learn how to move with the silk, silk dagger, right? You got to, all right, politics, whatever it might be. I don't put up with that shit no more.
That's crazy. It was
Yeah.
really politics. We don't know
Politicking
nothing about the
on-
car
the
business.
dealership
It's really
politicking,
politics
huh?
like that?
Bro,
Politicking.
I'm talking
Dang,
about
like-
you got, and that's the hardest part about that business is the politics. Is and me naturally
The
myself.
car business.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know how to kiss ass.
Oh,
if I
no,
knew
yeah,
how
I
to
can't
kiss
do that
ass,
shit.
I'd be like 5 times richer right now. I can't do it. I'm not a
Yeah.
worker. I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I
And
feel you on
that's,
that.
I'll die that way. I
No,
don't
facts.
care.
No, and I really relate to that.
Yeah.
I can't even do it.
Yeah, I couldn't catch
That shit make
ass.
me uncomfortable, honestly.
exactly.
That shit make me
Yeah.
uncomfortable. I can't.
Well, and especially
that shit
look
get
at-
me
look
hot.
At,
Like
look at us, right?
Yeah, like-
Yeah.
And we're at a disadvantage in that scenario because immediately when we walk into a room being big and shit, right? These
People
these
already
people
threatened,
are
already-
intimidated,
yeah.
right? Because he's used to being the alpha male in that scenario.
Yeah, but you're physically
But-
not the alpha
Exactly.
male when I'm in the room.
Subconsciously,
Yeah,
he
like
knows when you walk in the room, damn, this guy can probably fuck my wife. He can beat me up, and if I
Yeah.
allow him to make
These
too
are
much
all
money,
things, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
his
you
confidence
gotta
might be through the
blend in.
roof.
you gotta,
You know
yeah,
what
you gotta
I'm
kind of
saying?
slide in real
Not
quick.
so crazy that you have to blend in because like
It sucks.
when you walking into the room, you're not really on some like, oh, I'm better than y'all.
No.
That's just how I know, but that's just how people are projecting it towards you. That shit happens to me all the time. Like, bro, it's not even like that. Like,
No.
I'm actually super solid. Like, whatever y'all got going on, you know what I mean? We could probably work together and make some shit happen.
And
Honestly.
that's the sick part, bro.
Yeah, people just be
That's the sick
projecting these
part.
things that they think about you, and it's
Well,
like
it's not what they think about you, it's what they think about themselves.
That is
that too,
very
yeah.
true.
Because they have to
It
feel
always
some,
comes back to
young
themselves.
guy, 'cause
It
you have
does.
to feel some type of way to, project that
Project
negativity
that, yeah.
to someone. Nah, yeah, that's
And
facts.
if
that's facts.
everybody would, be secure with themselves, everybody could make a lot more money because we could all
Facts.
make money together.
Facts.
And we could, you could
Stop the pocket checking.
stop the pockets and stop forcing somebody to be somebody they're not. They're gonna be
Take them for who they are.
their highest efficiency level if you let that person be themselves.
Yeah, I agree.
Take them
Within,
for who they
you know,
are.
you can't be a fucking asshole or break laws and shit like that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Hey,
man.
this has been a great conversation. We've been going for damn near an hour and a half. You know what I mean? This is the fucking Foreign Show.
Bow,
show.
bow, bow, bow.
I mean, let them know who you are. Let them know where they
Hey,
can
no,
find
get up.
you.
Come on, man. No, you gotta get up.
Salute.
Come on. You gotta get up talking shit. Go ahead, let them know who you are real quick.
Salute Loans. I'm by the people,
Let 'em
for the
know.
people.
Let 'em
okay?
know.
If your best loan option. We're available 24/7, 365, 96 different banks.
The only loan option.
Let's go. And we got all programs available. I know everything. I got you guys. You need somebody, let me know. If you're ready, that's fine. If you're not ready, then we're gonna set you
Yeah,
up.
back up a little bit. They can't really see you.
Oh,
Go
shit,
ahead,
this
run
is
that
my
back.
chest.
Yeah, go ahead. Right here. He needs you right here. I need you right here. I need you right here. Yeah. Come on now, boy. Right here.
This is my nipples,
Now you
bro.
good right here. I
All
need you
right.
right.
Cellulose, your only loan option. We got 96 different banks. We're available 24/7, 365. I'm by the people, for the people. Any questions, hit me up.
Bow.
That's
Smoother
the fucking
anyway.
show. It's the foreign and show out show, huh?
You suck my fucking dick.
Whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
whoa! Whoa! Hey!
Yo.